What's up, guys? This is Baro, aka Invest Mentor, and this channel has been created to explore and grow with you all together during current crazy financial market. So in today's live stream, we're gonna take a look into some of the hot outgoing topic for meme stock, and I'm gonna share like how I have made over 1 million from meme stock short squeeze in 2021. But before that, I need to be quiet a little bit. Okay, so I paused the list of those like popularly trading meme stock in the description box down below. So please check into that. And along the way, please smash the like and subscribe button first, and leave any of your thoughts and comment, because as always, we will donate to the charity recommended by you. So you can simply, doing some good things by doing that. Okay, so in the description box, I mentioned, and that's all the name like we have heard. Okay, that's it's not like hold on. Just let me do a little bit setup for my screen. And let's have a little bit of music, otherwise it's getting boring right now. Okay, so in this description box, like what are some of the popularly traded meme stocks? Like GME, AMC are definitely the queen and the king. And then when did like GME and AMC just come out? They just come out around this like January, the end of January. You know, they just like surge all the way to the moon by the end of January and the beginning of February. And why it just happened at that time? If we look into the major stock, the major stock indices like Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq indices. At the time, in the end of January this year, it was in a new level of consolidation. And why is that? I will tell you a little bit later. And later on, all the meme stocks just are the topic, and the discussion for meme stocks just was a little bit like fading out in March and April, and later on, like meme stock, the topic for meme stock, the discussion for meme stock just like pop out again in May, in the past months. Why? And since like last month, the stock market just trend up into another level of consolidation. Why meme stock? Why meme like financial asset always like comes out whenever there is a stock market consolidation? Okay. So before everything, I wanna please note on my disclaimer. This is not financial advice, okay? This is not financial advice. This channel has been created for entertaining and educational purpose only. So please always do your own research and analysis before any of your sober investment in the trading, okay? So please don't come to me when you lost any money. But when you make any good profit, please always remember me and remember my words, okay? And always don't act like an innocent or naive to talk shit or ask stupid question in this channel, okay? Yeah, that's pretty much the disclaimer I want to give. Okay, so what was my point? Okay, my point is like what was like when the meme stock become popularly traded. It was in the end of January, and it just come back again in the end of May. And this for the second wave in May, there are more names come out. There are more names come out, like Clover Health Investment, CLOV, like Clean Energy, CLNE, and yesterday, another one just came out, like CRSR, Corsair Gaming, and some of the others like Clovis, Oncology, CLVS, BlackBerry, BB, Blink Charging, BLNK, GEO, AEMD, WKHS, WISH, and Nokia, NOK, and Wendys, WEN. So why? I mean, this is, I mean, like, I just can't help to become like so wondering like how this has been happening. I mean, like since the end of last year, in December last year, the other than meme stock or also like meme cryptocurrency like a Bitcoin, Dogecoin just like pop out. And why? I just had a guess. I just had a assumption there. Because the hot money and capital always had to find a way for better and better return, right? So whenever there is a stock market consolidation, the potential return gain would be contracted, would be limited. So the hot capitals and money would have to find another way to manage, to plot, to manipulate, to make some better profit during the consolidation. So that's how the meme stock and the meme cryptocurrencies became popular since last December and also this January. And because the stock market just like keeps surging in March, in April, so meme stocks and the meme cryptocurrency were kind of like fading out, were kind of like dying down. And in May again, when the stock market just like trending up into another level of consolidation, so those like Wall Street big white wolf have to, you know, just like come back up, like to think of to kind of like, you know, practice the way they just used in the like 2 quarters ago. They just want to do the same thing to make some money through this way. So, but I mean like all along the way, like people are thinking retail investors have like finally beat those Wall Street big white wolf through meme stocks, through like AMC and GME. But is that really the case? Is that really the case? I mean, I'm so wondering, in the past 3 quarters, like how many retail investors have actually made a good money, have actually made some profit by trading meme stock? And how many of them actually lost or actually went bankrupt? You know, what I'm guessing is, you know, I have spoke out very clearly, like those like the smartest and the richest people are always dominant the world in every corner, including financial market. I mean, it's just the reality. I mean, for the past until right now, and it's gonna be the same in the future. It's just like what happened in capitalist world. Okay, so but in the past, those like big banks, hedge fund, private equity firm just have their own way. I mean, they could even chisel on the retail investor. They can even just like rip off retail investors by regulation. They can do that legal. Okay, but like when the financial market become has been like turning into a more and more messy like a shit. I mean, they just have their own way. And I mean, like nowadays, a lot of the hypocrites in government, in those like financial authority, they somehow in front of the media, in front of the TV screen, they still need to convince the retail investor, they still need to convince the public that the financial system, they're trying their best to organize, to reform the financial system, to kind of like find some to make it more equal, to make it more fair. But is it that the case? Is that really the case? I mean, Maybe. I'm just okay. Once again, this is for entertaining and educational purpose. Like, believe it or not, like make your own research and analysis. Okay, what I'm talking is like mostly from what I heard and what I've dreamed maybe. So you can listen to it, you can ignore it, you can think I'm like talking shit, but that's the thing. I believe a lot. If you're like sitting from a screen and if you can understand what I'm talking about, like I think it's a high percentage of the chance that you can feel me because you probably not one anyone from those like big banks or hedge funds or those like financial authority. You're probably just one of those like innocent public, innocent naive retail investor. Okay, so you probably can understand because probably in the it's very likely you are one of those has been like losing money or eventually maybe you had made some profit before, but eventually to this point you have lost your money. I believe that's the reality. Okay, you're probably not one of those who have been or who have made or making a good amount of money from the financial market. Okay, because as everyone know, by statistic, by research, by all that data, like 80 to 90% of the investors from stock markets, from financial markets have been losing money or have eventually lost. Okay, that's just the reality. Only just 1 out of 10 of those investors can eventually make money, and probably like one out of like 100 can eventually make some good amount of money. And who are from one of those? I mean, the 1 out of 1. I mean, obviously, those like big banks, like hedge funds, like private equity firms, like super wealthy family houses and all that, like corporate insiders, etc. Okay, so do you think like I mean, we really as an innocent. Sorry, let me just do a little bit there. So do you really think as a retail, like innocent, naive retail investor, we really have the chance to I mean, hold on a second.
Shout out WallStreetBets, JJ, Brian, Elon Musk, my mom, what up?
Let's have some like GME and inside music, okay? Otherwise, it's getting a little boring or dying to shit hole right now. So, my whole point here is like, I mean, stop daydreaming. Like, as an innocent and naive retail investor, the chance to make money or make a big money is very close to zero. Okay? That's how I have experienced. That's how I have like been through. I mean, I mean, like just because of the pandemic, I just like started following the trend to trace on like a meme, like assets like Bitcoin. I mean, some like meme crypto and some like meme stock like GME, AMC. But initially, I made a good amount of money and even over 1 million for GME, AMC. But later on, I lost back for triple. And I think because my understanding, my conviction to the meme asset is totally wrong. Because like I mean initially I probably believe in the same way every retail investor believe, like we retail investor always finally find a way to like band up together up to fight with those like Wall Street big wild wolf. To what? To Reddit, Wall Street Group. Wall Street Group like has like more than like what's that? Like 10 million members nowadays. But how many members in there are actually posting articles or just like posting their opinion on the chat in the chat room? Probably like no more than 10% of those 10 million, right? And do you think like those like 10? Do you think those who are posting articles in WallStreetBets are really retail investors? Retail investors, or they are actually just avatar or just someone paid by the beneficiary group that collaborate with those like Wall Street Big Wild Wolf. So that's how the game works. Okay, just like through my past experience and working experience and what I've heard from a lot of friends and connections in Wall Street in Hong Kong, that's just totally another shitty game to prey and bury all the innocent and naive retail investor. Okay, but through this game, through this game. I would believe there are basically two major groups who can actually have the chance to make some money. The first group is definitely those from the core of the beneficiary group who are collaborating with those like the corporates, with those institutions, with the Wall Street, and with some of the avatar in the social media sites like Wall Street Bets in Reddit or like Instagram, Facebook, and what Twitter and all that. And some people might even think like if like Elon Musk is also like one of those in the core beneficial group. I think like I just guess. Okay, it's not. I don't know. But it's very likely, it's very possible, the case. And Kathy Wood and Donald Trump and all the like politicians, all the like tech celebrity, financial celebrities. I think like a big number of those people are inside the beneficiary group. Okay. But once again, this is for entertaining and educational purpose. You still, for the true reality, you need to do your own research. And if you have any insights about this, please leave any of your thoughts and comments so we can discuss further. Because I think like as retail investors, as the general public, we're just too poor, we're just like too stupid to join the game. And, but just the points. Okay, another point. What? So I just say like one of the major group to make money from main stock, from main assets, or from the core of the beneficiary group collaborating with those Wall Street. Those like Wall Street Big Wild Wolf and those like institution and corporates, right? And another group would be that would be on the second tier, okay, making less amount of money, or those like clever and skillful trader using high frequency trading strategy, like algo trading strategy, momentum trading strategy, to do some like scalping and to take some advantage from the huge price fluctuation. Okay, the Doge coin is like dropping right now, and because like even for the most of the general public, for most of the general day traders, do you think is there any way to do like technical analysis or fundamental analysis for all the main stocks? Let's take a quick look into the I'm a retard. What's so hard to understand? This is the you can look. You can just take a look. Okay. It's like This is the historical price chart for like a GME. The thing is, I mean, there's any way to do like technical analysis. I mean, for most of the general public, the normal people, like any day of like a huge spike up and down can just just like can just like take it off from the market very easily. No matter what kind of like a stop loss or profit taking like strategy you're using, okay? I mean, maybe in like a March or April when the when GME stock prices like came into a consolidation, there would be a little bit of chance for you to do some like consolidation trading strategy. But see, in the end of January and February, if you, no matter you go for long or short, if you go for long, it just took like only 2 to 3 days from like $10 all the way to like $500, and when you are at a position just like all the way up, like you probably just don't want to give up your chance to go even higher. And then what happened is you just got pulled back. You just got pulled back all the way from the very high. Okay. But if you, so that's the gain of like greed and fear. These like up and down will just like pump up your greed and fear. When you win, when you make some money, you would definitely like to have more. And if you lose, for example, if you have $1 million to bet for this, and later on you're probably gonna just like pour into like triple amount of your initial investment until one day you have nothing to lose anymore and just lose all the shit on your pants and just run away. This is like what kind of like technical analysis you can do here? I have no idea. And for like AMC, it's the same. Like in all the meme stock nowadays, like AMC has been gaining the most popularity and most of the hot topic discussion. So that's how the stock price just like went up from like in the past 3 days. It just like went up all the way from the dip from like 44 to like 63 right now. And you can go to like Google. You can go to all the like media news, like people's and all the news still like pumping up these stocks. And okay, so what I would guess is like the M-shaped pullback will be coming up very soon. A lot of people say AMC will go all the way to the moon to like $100. What's the point? When technical analysis and fundamental analysis are totally go useless. This is just like again, this is just like a gambling. What's the standpoint for you to set your profit taking or stop loss point? If you are not one of those like using very skillful and technical, very skillful, experienced technical analysis, okay? Well, how are you gonna do that? So okay, let's go into another question. So nowadays there are probably about like 200 to 300 like potential main stock target. And what are some of the nature and features of those like potential target of meme stocks? Like first, they need to have some like short interest for about like 15 to 30%, right? That means like if for example, let's talk about like GME and AMC. Like initially, about like 20 to 30% of their floating share were sold short, meaning 20 to 30% of their floating share in the market were borrowed by those like short seller, by those like institutional short seller to go short. So that's the percentage of short interest. So the short squeeze means that need to have a very big amount of like short interest. From it's like usually from like 15 to 30%. That's what happened to CLNE and Clover Health in the CRSR the same way, about like 20 to 30% for short interest. And the price range will usually from like just like a penny stock, like below $10. And later on, if they have the chance, they just like they just like surge to like 10 to 20. And like like GME and AMC has become a legendary target. So their price is like much higher than 20. But GME is like 200. It's all the way like 200, 300 something. And AMC is like more than like $50 right now. And like BLNK is like, BLNK is about like 39. CRSR, Corsair is coming out about like at around like 35 right now. And Palantir is about like 24. KOS is about like 24. So that's the second nature. And the third nature would be the market capitalization. The market capitalization for new potential target of meme stock, the market capitalization cannot be too big, cannot be too small, but like about like $100 million would be just the right size. Okay, so that would make the target have a room to grow. Like for example, AEMD, the capitalization for AEMD is just way too small. Okay, the market capitalization for AEMD, it's about like it's not even 100 million. So it can just go up and down easily by just by just like maybe like few rich major investors. So like some of the discussion going on saying like AEMD is going to be one of the major meme stock for the next, but I would say that looking at the nature of AEMD, the market capitalization is too small to do that. Okay, that's about the market size. And then the next one is like they have to be with the nature where technical and fundamental analysis cannot tell how it will go for the next. Okay, and it has to be looking double-faced. It has to be looking like a shit on one hand but actually gold, or it has to be looking like a gold on one hand but actually shit. Why is that? Like for example, like what I've been talking about, one of the target I have made the most money, the Clover Health, and how I have made money because the insights or insider information or whatever. I just heard some information from those friends in Wall Street and Hong Kong and made a decision to buy in a big chunk, to buy in 100,000 share before the short squeeze like last week. So I just like recover all my loss. So that's how the game works. Okay. But anyway, like how Clover Health, what's going on with that? It's like the Clover Health has been like undergoing the investigation and legislation, some of the lawsuits, which make it look like really bad in future. But like potentially their business model, they have very advanced. They have their proprietary diagnosis like programs and insurance like a contract for their business growth in the next couple of years. That it looks really bad on one hand, but it looks potentially really good for the future. So that's how it goes for every meme stock. It's the same for the meme stock queen and kings like GME and AMC. At the very beginning, like GME, the business was like fucking up, was like totally going to the hell. So all the like institutional want to short sell it, but like GME was like just have a lot of like supporter. They have been like using using like GME products, like going to like GME stores in the past. So they have a very good like history in the past. So those supporters and a lot of those like young investors, from Reddit, just want to support it. That's how the story was made. But as just mentioned earlier, is that really the case? You need to probably think twice and calm down and make your sober investment decision, okay? So, okay, that's about it. Okay, so the next would be the potential target for meme stock has to be gaining popularity in social media sites. That's just like what has been going on in this like a shady like Wall Street. Okay, so today Wall Street Bet, the hotline is saying the daily popular ticker thread for June 15 for today is AMC, CLNE, CRSR. So who made this? So if only few people or just a core group of people can make a hotline, why are they making this? Is it really based on the logic or like a statistic from all the members or all the data here, or only few people can decide it? If only few people can decide it, are those few people just collaborating or colluding with like some of those like beneficiary group behind the scene, or what? Okay, even if this is totally based on the statistic and the data from this side, from like Wall Street Bet Group, it can also be the case. They say there are like how many? There are more than like 10 million members in Wall Street Bet, but probably less than 10% of those members are actually speaking out or actually posting their opinion on the sites. So it's very easy to have a manipulation for some of those like beneficiary group from those big banks and hedge funds to just hire a lot of those like internet cyber army to write or post some like fakes information to pump and down to kind of like to pump out like certain names like AMC or CLNE, CRSR, because so far like every single name discussed in Wall Street Bets is unexplainable. It's unexplainable. The price up and down, it's unexplainable, okay? Just because a lot of people are saying, oh, it has a potential to go up, and the more people talking about that, the higher the price will go. Okay, so that's how it goes. That's how the story is going. So gaining popularity in social media sites, especially Wall Street Bet and Twitter and Facebook and some of the others, and it has to be with a manipulative looks and potential. Manipulative looks and potential is like, okay, we just make an example we just make this set example here for like a CLNE, for Clover, sorry. In the past couple of weeks or couple of months, like some of the some of the some of the like the social media sites and financial news, like financial media, so just started reporting the positive outlook for Clover and how possible it might become the next target in the Wall Street Bet, and then it just had a price surge, right? But like later on, I mean, last Thursday and Friday, the prices pull back along with the meme stock pull back because of the ongoing investigation for GME. Okay, so like all the meme stock we can see just like generally have a pullback right now, other than AMC because the discussion in on websites on those like all the news are still like pumping up like AMC for what for unexplainable reasons. So like I mean what's a good strategy to trade at? I mean. So if you are not part of those like Corp and Fisher group, if you are not one of those like clever, savvy, like like technical traders or hypercurrency trader, you better get away from those meme stock. Don't unless you have no way to burn your money, you have no way to throw your money into the pond. Okay. So, I mean, for all the natures, like, I mean, we're gonna. If you're interested, I mean, don't. For me, just like so far because I have find some way to do some like scalping trade or do some, you know, jokingly, I mean, insider information trading. So, I want to do a little bit more on this like meme stuff. Otherwise, I would just stop doing this because it's just way too risky. And I mean, it's just not a like a rational or sensible way. I mean, in the long run, to do investment and trading in the financial market. And I mean, let alone all what's that? The potential risks I just mentioned. Okay.
One giant hand of the ape was gripping Melvin Capital, the other round the neck of Citadel. The ship was well under.
So I think
it was fuel, and ape was about to get it out of my squeezing the fools. But alas, at the last minute, betrayal was had as a knife straight to the back by the traitorous Vlad. Manipulation and mass prevented the ape from squeezing them, leaving them thinking that they were free. But ape was screeching, ain't no reasoning with them now. You just pissed him off, and he's shaking the paper-handed biz niches off, leaving a diamond grip. Now they're crying a fit, cause he's still holding them by the throat. But now he's buying the dip and screaming. Soon may the tempting man come to send a rocket.
I just need to like check a little bit.
When the trading is done, we'll take our gains and go. Short ladders, immediate but important orders. Had the horde of orders to see you become more and more better. Court battered, robbing the hood, the light of the cynic. Surprise, your eyes still admitted that you tried to prevent it. Mind of a cynic, hands of diamonds locked onto a stash. Come ask how long an artist can last, hodling fast. If covered, why bother convincing us all that it's past? Only passing will do is the moon when the throttle is gassed. Masters of buying the peak and selling the dip. Not this time, we'll rip attendees out your felonious grip. Leave you resting in peace while we're letting it rip. Melvin and Jim, keep trying, we'll keep buying the second it dips. Till the reckoning hits and we squeeze you for all that you're worth. Blast off from the earth and turn, go cosmic and burn. Hit infinite speed, crash Pluto, then into the
Thanks for the comments and the question. Let's see if there is any if there is any question here. CLVS most of retail investors are still losers. Yeah, that's right. Most of retail investors are still losers. And I think like 99.99% of them are just like suffering right now. And no, I'm not. I was losing. I mean, I made some money at the beginning, and then I was losing. But I mean, I just find a way to just recover all the shit that by trading Clover Health. And the reason you might ask like why I'm trading Clover Health because I have like advantage. You know, I have advantage. I have been like talking to a lot of like investors in Hong Kong, Wall Street, from those like hedge funds, from those big banks, and you know, there are a lot of the analysts, like stock analysts, cryptocurrency analysts, and the fund managers. Of course, like in the January, in last December, that's just how these new games just popping out. So I have no idea how it goes. But later on, just after a couple months, last month I just find some way, and thanks God, it works. So far, at least for this for the target. I just trade it, and I just have a little like a reversal for my position for my P&L right now. Okay, so what's next? Meme stock. So there are we just talked about some of the potential topic for those meme stocks, and if you Google, like, you can see all the names, but like which is actually going to be the next is the question. And seriously, I don't follow any single news or any single analyst or any single articles like comments to do your investment for meme stock. If you are really a big risk taker and you really want to do some like gambling or betting your money, at least you have to read through a lot of news and articles and study through all these like all the backgrounds of all the meme stocks, because like there are about like 200 to 300 potential target of meme stocks, but the really popular ones are about just like 10 to 20 right now. So it's not it doesn't take a lot of time to study through all the background and the historical chart. So at least you're gonna like study through all that and before your decision to throw your money away. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, so some people say they're winning here. So I'm like also wondering like what's the guy saying winning I'm kind of curious like what's the strategy, what's the insight, what's the investment decision and investment research. Surely QQ just did to stay as a winner so far. Will you go further? Which one go further? Why do you think meme stocks are so trending lately? As just mentioned, I think. Okay, that's a 2 cents. That's an entertaining opinion. I think that's just another way of collusion and manipulation. Because during the stock market consolidation, the hot money and capital just need to find a way to generate better returns. So and always like in Wall Street, so it's like this. They're like a greedy fat cats, and they're like a gross sturdy rats. And the cats and the rats are always like chased like all around. And who are the cats? Who are the rats? Or they all the big banks and institutions and hedge funds, and they just have to fight with each other to take advantage and to rip each other off. And through this game, it's like some of the richest and the smartest just find a better way to beat their enemy, to beat their competitors. And also along the way, this is just how meme stock and like meme asset come out. They just also like just whirl all the like innocent and naive retail investor into the shithole altogether. Okay, so and make it like a game, like retail investor is like beating anyone, but actually it's not a case. It's actually just a game, another new game where Wall Street, rat and cats is like fighting and chasing around with each other. Okay, so just stay away from those meme stock unless you are really confident with your trading strategy, or unless you're just one of those like a corp, and unless you're one from the core of those beneficiary group, but that's just also impossible. If you're one of those, you're not gonna sit in front of you're not gonna sit here and just watch this like stupid video. Okay, so what's the next steps you think that will fly? Okay, so it's just my personal 2 cents. I'm like for Clover. I just bought Clover before the short squeeze, and then I kind of like I sold half, and I sold half before 25, and I bought the half back below 20, and then it just seemed or I mean, just in a wedge consolidation right now, and I'm still holding them, and I think it's by the look of it, by what I have heard, I think it will still have a room to surge. So that's my major bet from those meme stock right now. And still good time to buy the dip. Yeah, I think like all the dips are always potentially good to buy, but it depends on the strategy you have and the insight you got. Okay, and the yeah. What airline stock? Which airline stock? Me, who? Can I still buy AMC or should I wait till it drops a little? Okay. I don't know. I mean, it really depends. I mean, it depends on your strategy. I mean, but it's. I mean, but one. I mean, one answer is very certain here. It's like never hold any meme stock for long. Okay. If you really want to do some like gambling, if you really want to become a risk taker, maybe just do some like scalp trading. Just like, you know, get in and out, and set up your have a well planned I mean trading setup before every trade, before every day trading. You know, don't hold it for a week or even longer. I mean, just hold it. Just do some day trading or swing trading for that. So I mean, you can always set up your short and long position. You can do two sides, and you know, don't. Okay, that's just shit enough. So why CLV is being shorted so much? Okay, CLV is. I mean, from a 2 cents, I think like CLV is not shorted too much. Just it was reported to become the next target in WallStreetBets, and you know and soon later the news for the investigation for GME, the news just like pop out. So all the pullbacks has happened to all the meme stocks since last Thursday. So by the momentum, like the price and the rally will still happen for all the meme stocks, and it just depends on like how you might make some money or lose some money here. Okay. Yeah, only God of meat no. Yeah, the God happened in those right?
Sing it with me. Sing us a song, you're the Tendy Man.
Yeah, why you leave Wall Street? Yeah, because I was just you know, just like an internship in Wall Street. You know, I was just going to school in Philadelphia, and just had an internship in Wall Street, and just as like a corporate banking analyst, and then you know that's a reality. I mean, I'm not smart enough. I'm not like you know. So that's how I have experienced it and witnessed all those like crazy wealthy and those crazy smart people, how they make money, how they clue, how they manipulate, not only in New York, not only in Wall Street, but also in Hong Kong. Okay, so I mean, just thanks for the pandemic. I mean, starting from last year to this year, I have a lot of new thoughts, and about a lot of inspection about myself to find some like true value, like how we can find the true value to have a good relationship with our friends and family, instead of like chasing those like dirty money and playing with those like dirty game with those like, you know, because when you are in the group, when you're, I'm not saying okay, let alone the core of the beneficiary group. If you are anyhow connected to any part of the beneficiary group, if you're working for any big banks or institutions, or you know, those funds, like a lot of times your thinking, your thoughts will be just like twisted, will be just like, you know, just like controlled by the evil. You know, you will be just like chasing the bonus and your package like day after day, and you know you will be influenced by everyone in front of you, and you will just like I think like a high percentage you will just become like more and more dirty. You will just become more and more evil. So that's why, thanks God, like, due to the pandemic, I just got a chance to, you know, to do something on my own, to, you know, just calm down, to spend more time with family and friends. Yeah, that's good. And I think hopefully that's a sin you have found. That hopefully you have found the same value in the past 2 years here. Yeah, I'm a small guy, so definitely no one know me there.
And continue to hold. Oh, I bid farewell to my savings.
All right. So, like, I mean, just to sum up, I like once again, like for the nature and the trait, for the characteristic, for a potential like new target of meme stack, like when we do the research, when we do the investment research and analysis to those meme stocks, we have to always think like who and how have been looking up and down to the specific meme stock, and which media sites, which group, which analyst, which writer, which investor, which institutions has been promoting or looking down the specific meme stocks, and how long and frequent has the specific meme stocks being reported, and how the meme stock were reported, and what are the pros and cons, as well as the potentials and the uncertainties out there for the specific meme stocks. You know, what's the potential profits from the possible manipulation? For example, like we just look at the Clover again. You can see the market capitalization for Clover right now is about like 6 billion. So like few days ago, like when he went all the way above like 25, the market cap was about like almost like 10 billion. And before the short squeeze, the market cap was about just probably about like 2 billion. So that's about like 3 to 5 times like up and down. And the difference is like, you know, easily go over like billion US dollars. So you can imagine how much profit potential could be manipulated out there by those like corporate insider, by those institutional investor, by those like beneficiary group, by those like, you know, I mean, yeah, by all those people. So we're gonna see it. I mean, after studying through all the background, the company profile, the business model, the business history, and growing potential, and the potential controversial pops of those meme stocks, we're gonna see if they have any possible room for manipulation, right? If there's no potential profit for manipulation, it's probably not gonna be the next major target of meme stock. That's just that's just a thing for the one AEMD, because its capitalization is probably too small to become the next major target. And so who are the real buyers and sellers earlier, now, or later? How you can know this? You have to read through a lot of articles and listen to a lot of like, you know, just research comments and all that, and just if you have any friends, talk to them. Like if you have any friends working in financial area, talk to them, instead of like making a blind decision by your own. Okay, so just like keep talking shit, it's kind of like it's kind of exhausting. But my
What do we do to the greedy? This is what we did to the crooked. Jesus is the failed. Jesus shorted GME. We banded together and we bought the shares. We jacked up the price to small affairs. They lost their billions and no one cares. We were set for victory in late January. T-3, 2, 1. Way and up she rises, way and up she rises, way and up she rises in late January. They panicked as Aussies bought.
Okay, so coming before like ending up the live stream today, just you can tell me if you are one of those like a technical trader. If you are one of those trader with technical analysis and have like made some good amount of money from this mini stocks, like what kind of like a technical strategy you can use for any specific mini stock here, and you know. Because the support and resistance is just cannot be reasonable for anyone. So once again, let me sum up my so sorry, like you know, just I have a lot of like verbs and guests like for my talks today, but let me sum up real quick. So my point was, have retail investor ever really beat those like Wall Street beat Wild Wolf, or maybe just a new way found and built in Wall Street to collaborate with beneficiary groups to pray and bury all the innocent and naive. Global stock market were trending to another level of consolidation with many uncertainty and unprecedented risks in the end of 2020. So capital and hot money always have to find ways to go with higher and higher return, right? So during the stock market consolidation with great potential risk to see the next stock market crash, capitals and funds began flowing into some assets which have as little correlation as possible or even no correlation to the major stock market indices. This trend has been definitely boosting the rallies and craze in cryptocurrency and meme stocks. All the major money, capital, move and migrate in history have to be led, directed, managed, or even manipulated by the smartest and the richest as always. The smartest and the richest never want to show off their names and fame in the public. They always want to be low-key and invisible so that it's easier and it's safer for them to manage or manipulate behind the scenes. While people keep daydreaming in all the meme cryptocurrency and meme stocks, keep misunderstanding that retail investors and traders have eventually found a way to beat those Wall Street big wild wolf. Maybe those real evil are just counting on the profit and laughing behind the scenes, behind the screen. I'm really wondering how many retail investors and traders have actually made some money from all the meme craze lately. How much have they made? Or they have been actually more victim ever jumping into the shithole, money in and going broke. I'm really wondering if all the memes have been well planned and plotted beforehand by the smartest and the richest to collaborate with their beneficiary groups in Wall Street, in those corporates and institutions, or on those social media sites to beat their enemies and competitors, as well as to prey and bury all the innocent and naive retail investors. Isn't this another new way or game for those greedy fat cats and gross dirty rats to chase around? Who are the greedy fat cats? Who are the gross dirty rats? Big banks, hedge fund, private equity firms, trading houses, and all the super wealthy funds and family offices in capitalism, in capitalist world. real freedom only belongs to the smart and rich. The poor and the stupid may only have the freedom to talk shit and rave on the street. That's the reality, isn't it? I've probably gone too far to this point. I was going to share how I have made over 1 million in meme stock short squeeze 2021, right? So that's how this shit happened. Because of the pandemic, I have more time back into trading life and follow the trends, trade all the meme crypto and stocks this year. I had made over 1 million in a month by AEMD Bitcoin earlier this year, but lost all that and even tripled soon after, as I had no idea how the games have been actually set up. In the past few months, I have talked to many friends and connections in Wall Street and Hong Kong to find out that the game still have to be played from evil's perspective instead of innocent retail investors' perspectives. It's totally a new way and game. All the technical and fundamental analysis are useless, at least for most of the meme stocks. I think that only two major groups of investors and traders have been able to actually succeed in meme games. One is those who are really in the core of beneficiary groups, and another one is those clever and skillful traders with high-frequency trading, algo trading, arbitrage trading, momentum trading techniques and technologies. The rest, which accounts for the biggest portion of the participants in the game, probably 99% of them, can only smell the cracks. It's lucky enough to survive the meme game without losing money or going broke, let alone making profits. Stop daydreaming, please. Okay, that's the summary I have made for Okay, so let's end the live stream for today. You might be wondering which part, the three parts I just mentioned. You might be wondering which part I still go to. Yeah, I have actually been through all the three parts, and that's how I have been talking the role. That's how I've been taking the roller coaster ride from earning to losing, and finally back into the winning status for now. So please calm down and think twice. Which group are you actually in? What's your plan and expectation in all the meme schemes? Clearly telling the difference between daydreaming and great plan. My sincere 2 cents is stand along the sideway and observe until you have found your absolute advantage before joining the meme games, unless you have no way to burn your money or throw them into a pond, okay? So yeah, good luck everyone. It's kind of like disorder and under-organized today, but I will do more for the next video. So thanks for watching today, and please don't forget to check the like and subscribe button and follow me for more updates. Until next time, see you.